Are you gonna do cash or card?
I'll do cash.
13,000 is what it came up to.
All right, card.
Froggy flips.
Hi.
Here for early bird?
Yep.
Okay.
$10, right?
That? Yeah. Do you think you'll be here for the door prize at noon?
Probably not.
Okay. And free bag if you would like one.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Thank you.
I think a lot of people beat it up. Yeah. Got taken care of. So I remember I saw that tour and the opening act was which album and it was the last tour. It was pretty cool. You just hear
Yeah, man.
Oh, dude.
How's it going?
I watch your videos.
Oh, really? Cool. What's your name?
Shane.
Shane, nice to meet you, man. Is that your booth right there? Is it? Cool.
Probably not a whole lot of stuff there for you, but doesn't hurt. You found some great stuff, man. I love watching that.
I try to.
Yeah. Well, stop by my table. Even if you don't buy anything, I'll send you a tote bag.
Oh, definitely. Thanks, man. What would you think on these two plus the Dookie right there?
Kickoff we do 360 for
360 sounds good, man. Thank you. This should be 360. Good, man. Nope, I'm good. Thank you very much.
Sweet, thank you.
A lot of newer stuff.
Oh, that's okay.
Mixed.
Yeah.
Anything that I have that's used, it's like super clean. Like I run it through the ultrasonic machine.
Sure.
And all that. So if you got any questions, just let me know.
Okay.
But before you go, I definitely want to get you a tote bag.
Awesome.
There you go, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So, like, do you have a store, or is it
You know what?
you just do
I
shows?
don't have a store. I sell online and I sell at shows.
Very cool.
That's it. I put a couple stickers and a card in there.
Awesome,
for you.
man. I like it. What's the version of this Super Unknown here?
It's a repress from, I want to say, let's see, 2014.
Okay.
And
I
then
just
it
love that
looks like
album.
they did a. Okay, so it's a 2014 is when this one with this album art came out, and then they did in 2019 they did a red, translucent orange one.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely take that one. Cool. I'll just keep looking for a second.
Probably the same deal on the Primus. It's probably
Yeah.
like a mid 2000s or later 2000s that's just been repressed a few times.
Right. Ooh. That's cool.
I can wheel some off of that. I put
Okay.
I got lucky and I got like I think 5 of those. And I sold a few of them on eBay. But I would take like whatever my eBay fees would be off of that because that's about what I'm getting on there.
Okay. All right. Well, what do you think on this stack then?
Are you gonna do cash or card?
I'll do cash.
So I'll do 130 on that box. Let's do 40 there. Oh, 13,000 is what it came up to.
All right, card.
What is it doing? I just 130 plus. Okay, there we go. So 40 plus what we got here. 40 and 25. 235.
Cool.
Let's
Sounds
just
good to
call it
me.
230 even.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right, dude. I appreciate it big time.
Yeah, man, me too.
Very cool to meet you. Very cool to have you stop.
You too. I appreciate the deal.
And if you have any trouble or anything, my card, I'll put it down that bag.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good.
And some are going to have half off tickets. It's going to be half off to the nearest dollar.
Okay.
If it doesn't, I'm still going to take something.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Huh? No, that's not it. Oh. Oh, you need another? I give you.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Five stair steps, maybe? Gary Butler. This?
How's it going, man?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, good. What'd you do on those three?
Well, they're both brand new, so I can't do a lot. 120, 130,
Oh, that one. Yeah.
125.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I got to write them down. Hang
That's a
on.
good shape.
Right on. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks a lot. Enjoy, man.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
If anything, it's just more expected. I mean, the whole building
So these are $10.
Oh, okay.
And what I can do is, in fact, let me do it now just to make. So you know what? If you want to, so you got up to here. So if you want to,
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, that works.
And there's other ones in there. I can open it up and show you.
Oh, okay.
And this fits here.
I definitely want that one.
What you can do with these is flip them like this.
Oh,
And
okay.
they're all $10 each.
Okay. Cool. Oh, sorry.
In September I will. Yeah. If you want to come back and so if you want to stop there. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna grab that one and the one in front.
The two black ones.
Yeah, those are cool.
Okay, then I'll show you
The pumpkins. Cool. Oh, just those two.
This is an original record company promo.
Okay.
These ones over here, this with the tape on it, and this one I could sell for just like $2.
Okay. I'm gonna do these two right here.
Okay. Okay, so those four?
Uh-huh.
This $40.
$40. There you go.
Yeah, so they're all in there. I put the black light on the outside
Awesome.
because they're thicker.
Sounds good, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Alright, so we are back here in the garage, and as you can see, things probably look quite a bit different. After the last 3+ years of the same boring, haphazard backdrop, I decided that I wanted to spice things up a little bit, do a little remodeling, give you something a little bit more interesting to look at. Still working on some things like lighting and angles and all that. Over the course of the next few videos, you might notice some changes here and there, but that's just me tweaking things a little bit. But anyway, when it comes to the massive world of nostalgic and pop culture collectibles like vintage toys and cards and comics and stuff like that, my absolute favorite favorite thing to seek out and hunt for are records. And that is because I enjoy listening to them, I enjoy the artwork, I enjoy tweaking with the turntable, I just enjoy the whole experience. And when it comes to my personal record collection, I've definitely gotten lucky because I buy big lots of them, keep what I want, and I can easily sell off the rest of them, which in my opinion is the purest and most satisfying way to collect. It makes it pretty easy to amass a pretty cool collection for basically free. However, I did recently see an ad for a record convention. It's called the Crossroads Music Show. So I thought it might be fun just to go there and see if I could intentionally seek out some gems for my personal collection. I figured I could find and buy some cool pieces, show them to you, tell you why I picked those pieces specifically. I mean, I think you can learn a lot about a person from the music they listen to. So let's get to know each other a little bit.
All right, to start it off, we have these 3 modern represses of some classic titles, like Primus, Sailing the Sea of Cheese. It's definitely been a long time since I've listened to this in its entirety, but Les Claypool is just a monster bass player. Super fun to listen to, even more fun to watch. So I'm excited to pop that one open. And then we have Smash by The Offspring. This was, I think, their 3rd album. They had 2 more before this, but this was the first time that they saw actual commercial success. I remember seeing The Offspring back in 1997. My friend and I went and saw them during the Ixnay on the Ombre tour at a little venue called the Egyptian Room. They were so loud and so tight and so amazing that the next day we actually started our first punk band. So I definitely have a lot of nostalgia tied up into that band right there. And then we have Soundgarden's Super Unknown with classic hits such as Fell on Black Days, Black Hole Sun, Spoon Man, probably one of their most famous albums of all time. I would say that my personal favorite Soundgarden album is Down on the Upside, but Super Unknown is certainly amazing. Here's a really cool vinyl box set that I was able to snag. It's the reissued box set of Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness by the Smashing Pumpkins. It contains 4 180-gram vinyl records. Everything's completely remastered. There's the side of it. This thing is still sealed. Can't remember exactly what I paid for this. I think it was somewhere between $130, maybe close to $150, somewhere in there, which was a fantastic deal because sealed like this, this thing sells on eBay quite frequently for like $250 on up to $300. I personally think Billy Corgan has one of the greatest rock voices of our generation, living at least. I am definitely a huge fan of the Smashing Pumpkins, so this is very cool. Next up, we have 3 records by a band called Margo and the Nuclear So-and-Sos. This was actually an Indiana band that saw some national success. They signed to Epic Records. They were on the Conan O'Brien show.
All right, everybody, we're back. My next guests are from Indianapolis, Indiana. They are here tonight with a song from their brand new album, Animal. Please welcome Margo and the Nuclear So-and-Sos.
From like 2005 to probably 2010 or 2012, they were about the biggest thing in Indiana. I just absolutely loved them. Sarah and I probably saw them 20 or 25 times live just because they were quote-unquote local, but I am definitely trying to complete their catalog on vinyl. It can get kind of pricey because a lot of their records don't get pressed very often, so when they do, they sell out quick, and there's a very strong resale market for them, so it's hard to snag a good deal on them. But these 2 records here are called Animal and Not Animal. These are the records that came out on Epic Records. But this was a very interesting story to watch unfold, like in videos and interviews and stuff like that. Animal was the album that they wanted to make, and apparently Epic Records did not like the album. They liked other tracks that they had recorded instead. After a lot of arguing back and forth, Epic finally decided to let them release Animal on vinyl, and then the label got to sequence their own album, which they called Not Animal. I could probably go on for hours about this band. I was definitely a huge fan. The lead singer, Richard Edwards, is still making music. He's an incredible songwriter. I'm trying to collect his catalog as well. In fact, he just announced his new record, which I'm about to pre-order. But it was just a really cool band that I was a fan of from pretty much the beginning. This 3rd record here is called Vulgar in the Chapel. It was demo recordings that were made during the time of the Animal Not Animal sessions. So these 3 records here kind of accompany each other nicely, and I'm happy to have gotten them for a good deal. And then we have 3 really cool vintage albums. We have Green Day Dookie. This is not a first pressing, but it is a very early pressing. It was pressed in 1994, really soon after the original pressings. Beautiful pink vinyl, original insert enclosed, covers in almost perfect condition. Green Day, another band I saw at a very small venue, actually the same place, the Egyptian Room, and then several years later I saw them at a huge arena. So it's always cool to see a band of that caliber early on. And then we have an earlier Green Day record. This is Kerplunk from 1991. Kerplunk was one of my favorite CDs back in high school, so it's very cool to actually have a first US pressing from 1991 with the original insert. 2 of my favorite songs on this record are 2,000 Light Years Away and Christie Road, and it's very cool because it actually has an early recording of Welcome to Paradise, which was later featured on Dookie and became a big success for him. And then we ended off with one more first pressing. We have Beck Mellow Gold. Beck is definitely a musical genius. He was making these albums on a 4-track in his bathroom. And again, I'm very happy to add this to the collection.
That is all I got for you this time. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching the video, but until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. Love ya. Bye.
When they hear that cha-ching and they all look at me, I guess they'll know I'm buying this crap.